Alrighty. What's up, y'all? Day 5 prepping for this interview. Again, not sure exactly when it is. Could literally be like as soon as Tuesday, probably, because the recruiter still hasn't reached out to me. Technically, could have been tomorrow, but yet to be seen. I don't have a whole lot of time today, honestly. I had to start late because I've literally been doing work all day. But such is life. I'm gonna try. We've done all of these. So I'm gonna look at coin change. Obviously, a pretty well-known problem. See if my brain can just like do it. Is the hope. I hope I don't have to rethink it and relearn it. That'd be annoying. And then I don't know, this one maybe. I was either thinking of this one or this is the daily. Some medium doesn't look too bad. I don't know. So, not sure. Let's get started. I only want to be doing this for like 45 minutes tonight, though, because I have to do another thing at 10 p.m. It's just endless today, so such is life. We'll keep grinding. Okay. You're given an integer coins, or integer array, representing coins of different denominations and an integer amount, representing a total amount of money. Return the fewest number of coins that you can make. If the amount of money cannot be made up by any amount of denomination of the coins, return -1. Why do I forget how to do this? I know it's DP, obviously. But I really should know how to do this like immediately. I'm also like, I'm looking at this a lot. Like, dude, if they don't ask me a DP problem, I'm practicing so much for no reason. Like, this is DP, this is DP, this is DP, this is DP, this is DP. DP, DP. Like, I feel like I'm over-speccing into it a little bit. But then again, I'm like, still not very good at it, so alas. Okay. So, at each coin, like, obviously the naive way is like, we just recurse each time, and it's like, it's just like min of DP, assuming we take the first coin, min of DP, assuming we take the second coin, min of DP, taking the fifth coin. Kind of forget how you can know, like, what's the base case for that? Like, how do we know when to return -1? Probably some float infinity thing, and then clamping it with a min function. But how how do we get to our base case? Like, if amount is less than 0, maybe, and we're like subtracting. What's up, Tim? Are you choosing to solve these problems? Which company list are you taking them from? There's a repo that's like a leetcode company-wise, and I have an upcoming interview with Pinterest, so I'm kind of just going over those. I've done these so far. Typically, they're not as hard as these. Like a lot of companies will have like easies and mediums. I don't know why like the most asked questions are hards, but yeah, that's how I'm getting them. I know like the array way of thinking about this, which is like you like look back by like if the coin value is 5, you like look back by 5. If the coin value is 2, you look back by 2 and take like 1 plus that. But I don't fully... I don't know where to start with this, which is the thing that's annoying me. I feel like I should know this one by now. If that amount of money cannot be made, yeah, return -1, return the fewest coins. So like, it's very clearly something like, dude, can I type the right key? It's very clearly something like, min of like, this is like the naive way of like min dp amount minus coin for coin in coins. Something like this would work. But then it's like, what's our base case? Like if amount is less than 0, return float inf. If amount equals 0, return 1. Then else return this. It seems like really inefficient though. Well, like, then again, maybe that's just like it. I don't know what this will do. Maximum recursion. Yeah, that makes sense. Does that really make sense actually? Like, not really. How is that max recursing? What's up, Elias? Dude, I'm such a fucking idiot. How? Okay, so it'd be like 11 for this first case. So 11, no, we fall to here where it's 1 plus the minimum of dp of 10, dp at 9, dp at 6. I guess it does just like explode. One second, I gotta make sure the title is right. I should be day 5. Is it day 5? I think it's day 5. Okay, never fine. Okay, let's think about this. So obviously recursion will not work. We need some DP array. I'm just gonna do the thing I was thinking about earlier, where it's like DP is 0 equals 0. For range 1 to amount. TP equals the minimum of 1 plus DP at I need to get a better laptop. Streaming on this is actually so infuriating. If minus coin so the minimum of that, or well, what's the min really? Oh, or I guess just a DP at I. Yeah. It's like if we've been here before. Oop. Return DP at amount if DP at amount. Something like that. Okay. I guess this just explodes. Given an m by n integer matrix grid where each cell is either 0 or 1, you can move up, down, left, right from and to an empty cell in one step. Return the minimum number of steps to walk from the upper left corner to the lower right corner, given that you can eliminate at most k obstacles. Interesting. You can eliminate k obstacles. So, some type of search. It's like we need to associate each grid with, like, if we've arrived at that grid, if we have another, like the amount we've broken to get there. This doesn't seem that hard. But also I'm probably talking about it my ass. But it seems like you just BFS with the information being the row and column, as well as how many things you can still break. And then we make some grid that's like the least steps to get there. Oh, sub. This was basically the Bloomberg question. Damn. I'll see if I can get it. I don't know. Dude, all these fucking Pinterest problems that they're giving are like so fucking difficult. Like the top 5 most frequent being hards and like hards is like, what are you talking about? But I think I have a decent understanding of this problem. I think Pinterest does stack ranking. What is stack ranking? I have no clue what stack ranking is. Oh, okay. I've never heard that term. That's pretty interesting. Ranking performance based on other candidates. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I don't know. I just want to try my best to make sure that I don't lose throws of lack of prep, as opposed to just having constant. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. So what is actually going to be our data? Our data is going to be the coordinate. Data. Each node will be row, column, and our k. So initially, everyone's going to start out at 0, 0, k. And then while we have a queue, we'll do queue.pop left. Let's make like def valid move that can take in some k. I worry about redefining k there, but I think it's fine. K left. If, or we can just return, so our height will be equal to length of grid, our width will be equal to length of the grid 0. Oh, Seb, I liked your LinkedIn post, by the way. 530 questions is fucking grinded like a motherfucker. Like, I've been doing leetcode on and off for like, I don't know, a year and a half now. I'm only at 300. You were on fucking demon time. If this, and if k left, and grid at our is equal to 1, or well, okay, node equals, reduce to RC, let's see, breakable, something like this, I don't know. We need to define our directions. Everyone's favorite. If r is equal to I have -1 and is equal to r width -1, just like check if we're at the edge. Edge. As equals min. I also need to keep track of moves. Steps. RDC. And there's if valid move actually we're gonna not have to just return true or false, we're gonna have to return like if it's breakable, which I don't really love. I could just actually take this out and just do def valid if break. So if it's just a natively valid move, r plus dr and c plus dc, then we can just q.append r plus dr, c plus dc, breakable because we didn't move anything, that's the first one. Else if valid if break. Alright, let's see, breakable, then we'll do this. But our breakable will be -1. Those are actually our only cases. Does this work? Like, this makes sense to me. I'm probably doing something stupid. Just let me submit a little, bro. Bro. I forgot about that. Memory limit exceeded. What's up, Ben? You know, it exists. Being bad at LeetCode still happens. Memory limit exceeding, you know. Definitely just doing something stupid here. But I don't see the direct, like, how I'm being stupid. Because, like, what are we doing? Like, this doesn't seem that stupid. That's just, like, famous last words. But, like, we're essentially BFSing, starting here. Guess that. Is it ever going to be optimal to, like, go up? I guess, yeah, if you have, like, 0 breakable. Is it? Like, we have some grid, and we start here. Yeah, because you could imagine, like, obstacle, 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 to get down to here. Dude, fuck. I really thought this would be a good solution. That's really sad. Do I not subtract k? No, I do. I don't know. Excuse me. by each major is either 0 or as an obstacle. You can move up, down, left, right from and to an empty cell in one step. Short path with one obstacle. Session 3-2. 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2. Then we go to 3, 2. Yeah, like, that's just like what my algorithm does, dude. Do we ever even get here? We get there too many times. Way too many times. Okay. We need to like avoid cycles is actually what I'm definitely didn't do at all. But then it's like, how do we know if we visited it? Because there are different ways to arrive at the same thing. Because there are different ways to arrive at the same, I don't know the pattern for this, like the design pattern, where it's like, I guess like store like the last direction you came from. Or just like we store the directions. Where that came from. No, because we can still loop like this. Fuck me. How do you stop the cycles? Besides just literally having a, like, how big is this grid? Oh, the grid is never that big. 40 by 40. What is 40 times 40? 1600? Could have a visited thing of 1600 times, how many nodes? A lot of nodes. We could also memory limit exceed for a visited array. But I'm just gonna try it anyway. This is definitely like the stupidest way to do it, but this is gonna be my last attempt and then I'll just look at the solution. That is way too slow. we're also probably going to still memory exceed. Three-D array. I just want like a personalized question. I should really just log into this. How can we just return though? I guess that's fair. That's a smart way of doing it. So I wonder if I just change this. I did it like this. Okay. What did I do wrong now? Forget you can just like do this in Python. I don't fully understand why this one doesn't work. Oh, breakable -1. Wait, is it that? And I know why their fancy solution works, but why does my dumb solution not work? Shut up. Don't belittle me. Do I actually have that in my code? Alright, you're right to belittle me. Never. I'll never belittle. I'll never big myself. The fuck? Fine. I'll take your better fucking code. Piece of. I'm just so fucking bad at this. Youch. I like the daily crash outs from you. It's quite fun. It's like I know my impending doom. It was best, actually. Actually, I wanted this. Not that one. Youch! I am dog shit. Alright, cool. Right, we got like 95% of the way there. Should have visited. And the logic for like breaking, it was just bad. This is just better. Do I want to do this? Let's see. Company you're interviewing for? Pinterest. What's up, Alex? Yeah, sometime, maybe next week. I don't know. Recruiter hasn't gotten back to me. Besides the fact that I'm like doing the final round technical. Alice has N balloons arranged on a rope. You are given a 0 index string colors, where colors at I is the color of the ith balloon. Alice wants the rope to be colorful. She does not want 2 consecutive balloons to be the same color, so she asks Bob for help. Bob can remove some balloons from the rope to make it colorful. You are given a 0 indexed array. Needed time, where needed time at I is the time in seconds that Bob needs to remove the ith balloon. Return the minimum. Interesting, okay. So yeah, A, B, A, C. So you need to just remove the third one. Is there, can we greedy take? Just trying to think if greedy is fine here, because the greedy solution is super simple. But probably not, just because you could already imagine a case of like a blue, 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 and we want to remove this one. do we even want to remove that one? Because arguably, say they're all blue, and this one has 30 as its removal time, and this one has 2, and this one has 2, then it would actually be optimal to remove these two. I don't know. Honestly, it kind of seems like another dynamic programming one, to be honest. But this seems quite high for a dynamic programming problem. Which I know I shouldn't be like using as like a thing, but I just don't know if a greedy solution works here. Or at least, how might a greedy solution work? Is it just like, say, you encounter some window? Say we encounter some window of size 3. Does it change for size 4? I don't know. I guess we could always look at subsets of 3. And then just slide our window. What time is it? 10:04. Shit. I don't think I have time for this, unfortunately. I'd imagine some solution you could do is like walk a sliding window of size 3 and then analyze from that. Is it actually optimal to take the middle one, or is it optimal to take the two ends? Perform the optimal one at that point and then continue our window. Maybe something like this. Wait, what is this? So you actually only need to look at 2 of them? I guess that makes sense. You don't need to look at 3, you just need to look at 2. Yeah. Time and I. Okay, I mean, not hard. So it's essentially just like, else. See, the thing I don't fully understand this is like in this case, it's like 2, 3, 5, where it's like, okay, we look at this, we take this, and then we have 3, 5. And then we have to take that again. So I guess it's like a better example would be like 7 and 7. Where it's like we could exist by only taking 7, but instead we take 9. Like that doesn't really make sense to me. I guess you loop. So the instruction, yeah, sure. Because that just didn't make sense to me. Because you just keep walking forward as long as they're complete. Curve total equals needed time. How does this one work either? Because if this keeps track of one current max value. Which is essentially saying, like, for some long span, you actually only need to subtract the max. Which just doesn't make sense at all. You can only keep one word. Look at the thanks, man. I guess this is literally saying remove everything else. But I also don't understand that. Did I really need to get off? But it's like, okay, imagine we have 3, 3, 3, 9, 3, 3. I heard that Pinterest isn't too bad even though all the tagged are hard. Is that real? Because I've been going through the tagged. Dude, these are like low-key evil. This one especially. This one is fucking evil. I hope it's not that hard. But anyways, so like what I was thinking, like, this technically captures all that, and the max would be 9. But like, you also need to remove this one. I'm just gonna ask ChatGPT because I don't understand this and I need to get off. I have other shit to do. How does this work? In my head, there could be some sub or some continuous piece that's like it's all the same color and something like cost 6666 10 66666. In this implementation, we don't only subtract the 10, like have any other office at the moment? Nah. I'm working at a part-time place I'm working at a place right now for like a part-time remote internship. That I think if I asked, I could come back to, which would be really cool. I just haven't formally asked it because I think it's kind of a dick move to be like, hey, can I come back while interviewing with other places? But yeah. Worst case, they say no. I get rejected from all the things I applied to. I'll probably just do research at Northwestern. And Avery, congrats, thanks. Appreciate it. A little bit nervous for it. Holy shit, I'm so stupid. In my head, I was saying like a break in between. Dude. Oh, I need to get off. In my head, I was saying like, okay, we have some this color, this color, this color, this color, and then green. So it's like, if we remove this middle one, those aren't continuous. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Because now it just looks like this. Guess what's still fucking continuous, Aiden? Bro. Which company is it? It's Pinterest. So. Bro, I'm so fucking stupid. I'm so stupid. This like hurts. Oh, God. I'm something, that's for sure. Hope you get it. How many rounds? It has been 2 so far, and then this is the final one. Depends if you call an OA a round. But yeah, I had an OA into behavioral, into this. So no like multiple technical rounds, which is nice. Yeah. Wait, really quick question to yourself. Like in total or like in prep for this? Because in total, around 300? Somewhere around 300. Yeah, total 300. I think. Because I have like 270 on leetcode and then probably 50 more on neetcode, I would guess. I mean, like this much makes sense. When you start coding, I started coding my senior year of high school, but I wouldn't really consider that. This is just like the first time I coded. Like that was APCS. My freshman year of college was kind of the first time I like started taking stuff seriously. But even then, it's like I don't think it was that serious. But yeah. This much makes sense. Now that I actually like understand the fucking problem, like it's quite simple. No? Okay. You third or second year? A third year. I am a third year. Is it? Yeah, I'm third year. Probably going to be 5 total years because I'm thinking of doing a master's. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna get off because I gotta go do some other stuff. Is this company your first interview for this cycle? No. I interviewed with IXL, and low-key did not go that well. It was just an off day for me. I was sick, and it was not good. But yeah, it was a second for me. All right, I'm gonna get off. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more interview prep. Appreciate you guys stopping by.